All right, everybody, welcome back to The Infinite today. Really glad to have you here. We are 1 week away from WWDC. So if you are excited, please leave a like down below. All week, we're going to be talking about rumors and leaks leading up to WWDC. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss this. And also, you can help us towards our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year by subscribing to the channel. So thank you in advance. Now, I have a bunch of Apple Watch stuff, and then after that, I have some more news because Apple kind of went crazy this morning, so we're going to cover all of that as well. Now, I saw a video the other day by a tech reviewer that I follow named Tailosive Tech. Now, great guy, don't get me wrong, but the video was called something like, "Did the Apple Watch peak too early?" Already, I was like, because I don't like it when people say that technology has reached its peak and there's no more advancement, especially with a product as cool as the Apple Watch. And today we're going to talk about some of those future features that the Apple Watch will have that will make it even better than what we have right now in big ways. I think that the Apple Watch still has a long way to go. So with that, let's get going. All right, I'm just going to open up my favorite notes app here, go to projects, the Infinite. Okay. Here we go. All right, so first of all, let's focus on WatchOS 7, which is going to be talked about 1 week from today. So first up for WatchOS 7 is a feature that I'm really excited about, even though it probably won't even apply to me, but it's CarKey. Now, CarKey is something that's been rumored to come to iOS 14. And basically what it is on certain car models and makes, it lets you control your car from your phone, okay? So that's gonna be an iOS 14 feature. And if all goes well, this exact feature of CarKey will also be coming to WatchOS 7. So imagine being able to control your car from your watch, just like you're able to pay for things from your watch, just like that. Imagine unlocking your car just like that, or when it just knows that you're in proximity, okay? So if you just have Siri. So if you just have your watch on, you don't have your phone with you, I mean, your car would still react accordingly. You could unlock your car, you could lock your car. You know, if you're in bed at night, you're not sure if you locked your car or not, simply do it from your watch. These are really breakthrough features. I think that CarKey is going to be an awesome thing for the watch and for the phone. Hopefully that's coming to WatchOS 7 next week when we get that beta. Okay, next up, and this is a feature that comes with the WatchOS update every single year. It's one of the most exciting ones for me this year because this is the first year that I'm gonna have an Apple Watch, and now I see why people love this update so much, and that is new wallpapers. Okay, so Apple, every single year they release a slew of new wallpapers. They're always really cool. Personally, I think that they can get rid of some of the older ones that are starting to look outdated. But if this year is anything like last year, there will be a whole bunch of new watch faces coming to the Apple Watch, so I can't wait. There are a few leaks on what we might get, so let's talk about those. First of all, the Infograph Pro. So right now we have the Infograph watch face, which I'm currently sporting, but we will have the Infograph Pro watch face starting next Monday. So the Infograph Pro watch face will bring in more complications to the watch. Specifically, it will bring in a tachymeter complication. So a tachymeter basically measures how many times something happens in an hour and then gives you a display that will accurately read that information back to you. If you want to learn more about tachymeters, then I would do a Google search for it because I don't even understand it super well. Basically, everything that I understand about a tachymeter, I just barely told you. But that would be on the Infograph Pro watch face. Another watch face that we might get, and this one I'm excited for, is shared photo album. So currently you can set specific pictures as your watch face background. You could also set an album as your watch face background. So you could say, hey, like I have this album of family pictures, and every time I pull my watch up, I want a new family picture to display on there. Well, now we're gonna be getting shared albums. So you and all your friends, or you and your family, you could be adding to a shared album, and then your watch face would automatically update. So let's say, for example, your spouse takes the kids to the zoo, takes pictures, puts them onto the shared family album, and you know you're going throughout the day, and then all of a sudden you start getting these updates of pictures of your kids on your watch as your background. That's a really cool feature. I think the really special feature that people are gonna love. And then the last one that I wanna talk about is this International Faces watch face. This has been rumored for a few months now. Basically, it's just flags making up the wallpaper for the Apple Watch. So pretty cool. I'm excited to see what else Apple can bring to the Apple Watch faces because I think that there are still some really beautiful designs that haven't yet been explored. Honestly, cannot wait to see what Apple's come up with next Monday. Okay, next up, let's talk about health features because the Apple Watch has always been a very health-centric device. Tim Cook has said,
if you zoom out into the future and you look back and you ask the question, what was Apple's greatest contribution to mankind? It will be about health.
So we have 3 rumored new features coming to the Apple Watch this year, and these are still kind of unclear if these are going to be in WatchOS 7 for everyone or if these are going to be an Apple Watch Series 6 exclusive. But there are 3 things for these features. One of them I'm most excited about. First of all, we have blood oxygen levels. Now, your blood oxygen is basically supposed to be in between a certain percentage, 80 to 100%, and when it's not, your Apple Watch could alert you and say, hey, there's something going on with your blood oxygen. The other thing would be improved ECG. So right now there's kind of an inconclusive result that comes when you have a heart rate between 100 beats per minute and 120 beats per minute. You could get an inconclusive result with your ECG. So Apple will hopefully be resolving this issue this year. And again, whether this is Apple Watch Series 6 exclusive or not, I'm not sure. So we'll have to wait and see. The last health feature I want to talk about is the one that I am most excited about, and that is sleep tracking. I've been using third-party sleep tracking apps for a while now on my Apple Watch. I'd be excited if Apple had a first-party sleep tracking app that said, hey, you should go to bed now. Hey, you should wake up at this time to maintain good, healthy levels. Hey, you're feeling most tired at this time in the morning, so maybe you should wake up a little bit after or a little bit before that. Now, a lot of people have said that this specific feature, sleep tracking, would be saved for the Apple Watch Series 6, but my personal saying is that it will come to WatchOS 7 for all watches that will support WatchOS 7. The Apple Watch Series 6 will have better battery life, so that'll make it easier for you because as you're wearing it at night, you know, it can sometimes be hard to charge. What I do is I wear my Apple Watch all day, I wear it all night, and then in the morning as I'm getting it ready, I have it charging. And usually between the time that I wake up and the time that I'm ready to go, I can get my Apple Watch back up to 100% charge. So it kind of works out perfectly. All right, next up, let's talk about another feature that's related to health, and that is fitness. Now, rumor has had it for a long time that Apple's working on a kind of fitness routine system program that you could subscribe to right through Apple, right on your Apple Watch with your phone. Apple Fitness Plus, for example, could it be an extra service? That's personally what I'd like to see, but I'd love to see what Apple has to offer to this. And let me know if you'd be interested in that. Is Apple Fitness Plus something you'd subscribe to? Let me know down below. All right, one second, I'm slowing down. Hi, Maggie. Yeah, that's gonna be better. So anyways, speaking of fitness, now that I have my Coca-Cola, let's go on to the next topic. All right, this next one is one that's really interesting to me, and it's kids mode on the Apple Watch. So I've seen kids with iPhones and kind of the effect that it's had on them. Lots of parents are worried about giving their kids iPhones or iPads just because of like social media influence and a lot of things that can really affect their children. So I've always thought, hey, when I have kids, I wanna get my kids Apple Watches. And your first thought is like, oh man, that's like so spoiled for a kid to have an Apple Watch. But no, hear me out. I don't want to give my kids iPhones. That's the thing, because then you have all of that content and entertainment, and I feel like they can get obsessed. With an Apple Watch, guess what? I always know where they are. I can always get a hold of them. They have health features on here that are going to protect them if something happens to them. They can call 911 right from their wrist. I really think that the Apple Watch is the perfect device for kids because it has all of the benefits that an iPhone would have for kids without all of kind of the negative effects that an iPhone or any smartphone could have on children. So this year with WatchOS 7, we're getting something called Kids Mode. Basically, you'd be able to pair multiple Apple Watches to a single iPhone and control them and set settings for them from your iPhone. I think that this is definitely the way of the future. I think honestly all kids should have Apple Watches, not because it's a spoiled thing, but honestly because it's a safety thing. Being able to communicate with them, being able to see their location, having them have the safety of being able to get in contact with people when they need it. Apple Watches for kids, I really think that's the way of the future. So Kids Mode on WatchOS 7 would be great. Again, let me know what your thoughts are down below. Would you use it? Okay, so that basically rounds out everything that we had for WatchOS 7 next week. And then just to kind of wrap up this video, like I said, this morning Apple's been going crazy, dropping all kinds of new things. The MacBook Pro 16-inch got an upgrade this morning, okay? So if you want to spend another $700 on an even better graphics card than the 8GB one, and I'm a little biased because I got the 8GB one and it's awesome, but there have been times when I'm like, wow, I have seen the peak of this graphics card. It might be nice to have an even better one. Well, guess what? Now you have that option. It's expensive, but you have that option. An extra $700, you can have this one that you can upgrade to. So that happened to the MacBook Pro. The Mac Pro also got an upgrade. It's basically a take-home SSD kit, so you can manually install your own SSD and upgrade the SSD in the Mac Pro. Still certified by Apple, but also more expensive than doing third-party kind of thing. Next up, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff. Apple Card. You can now finance basically all Apple products with Apple Card, from everything down to the Apple Pencil. Basically, they let you do these monthly payments, 0% interest as long as you pay on time, right? Plus you get 3% cash back for using the Apple Card shopping at Apple. So pretty cool. And then finally, Apple announced this morning their back to school promotion. So if you buy a MacBook or if you buy an iPad Air or above, you will get free AirPods included with that as a student. Plus you get the education discount, which is usually about 10% off the product. And then you'll get the 3% if you use the Apple Card with daily cash. Plus you'll get a free pair of AirPods. And for an extra $90, you can upgrade to the AirPods Pro. Would I recommend the AirPods Pro? I've gotten this a lot. I'll make a whole video about it sometime, but yes and no. If you're really into noise cancellation, then yeah, they're like really, really good for that. But personally, to me and my ears, the AirPods were more comfortable. But some people say that the AirPods Pro are more comfortable. So I think it depends. Maybe you want to try on both before you do anything, which you can do in the Apple Store once they start opening back up and everything with. So anyways, that's everything. And to answer the question, has the Apple Watch peaked too early? No way. Has the Apple Watch peaked? No way. The Apple Watch is going to keep on getting better and better, slimmer, cooler, better looking. We just talked about a bunch of new features that are coming out 1 week from today. So the Apple Watch is going farther. And when you hear people say that technology has stopped improving, that innovation has reached its peak, I'd say whatever, like get your brain working and like start thinking about what can come next, because the future is super bright. As long as we're willing to keep on inventing, using our creativity, we're going to look back on the Apple Watch Series 5 in 10 years from now, and it's going to look as if it was the original iPhone sitting next to the iPhone 11 Pro, which is infinitely better, so much faster, way better cameras. I mean, it has Face ID authentication, whole new gesture navigation, huge screen, OLED screen versus LED. There is so much room for improvement. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, please subscribe to the channel because it would mean a lot to me. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. Share this, tell your friends, comment down below because that helps the algorithm, and it really is going to support me a lot if you subscribe, like the video, and comment. So thank you so much for doing that. And you guys have a great day. Let's see you back here tomorrow because we've got more to talk about. WWDC in 7 days from now. All right, thanks guys. Peace out.